Welcome, y'all, to kind of a different episode of Spot of Nerd. Today, we're going to switch gears a little bit. We're going to go through a different dimension, as they would say in the nerd world. We're going to go into an alternate universe because I want to get a little bit real with folks. It's not to say we're not going to talk nerdy stuff, but I want to also kind of change things up a little bit in this different universe, which, by the way, can we... Sorry, it's technical. Always technical. There we go. Yep. Okay, cool. We're good. I threw out to social media something unique as far as, let's talk about some serious stuff like mental illness and chronic pain. And let's be real, things are crazy right now in the world. There is no doubt about it is. But I think where I come from, and many people know me if you do on a deeper level, my viewpoints tend to go different directions across the grain, away from the normal. The reason for that is, I think, comes down to life experiences. And that's not to say we all haven't had some form of life experience, but I think what a lot of folks don't realize is there are people in the world right now, probably somebody maybe even sitting next to you, family member, friend, that has some form of chronic illness. It could be mental, it could be physical, it could be something completely random. I think it's time we shed some light on this, for the very reason that today's society really emphasizes like, oh, you should share and you should reach out to get that help that you need, blah, 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 blah. And if you're hinting at the sarcasm in my voice, it's because it's kind of bullshit. My whole point of what I'm trying to get out of these videos, I'm going to do a few of these. We're still going to talk nerdy, but I kind of want to open up the forum a little bit, and please feel free to comment. Please feel free to share your story. I'm kind of sick and tired of the BS in terms of support and, you know, reach out and all this. I'm not going to be negative all the time. I'm going to be negative. Not all the time, because I think we need to get that story out. If you have your story, if you have some sort of illness, the moment we share that experience, the moment that we provide you, that we need support, that we need help, we are then placed in a category. That category can be a number of things. I won't even go into it. Enough is enough. If you have an illness or if you have a chronic something, don't be afraid anymore. You know, there are others out there. I, for example, deal with major depression, and I also deal with a chronic illness and chronic pain 24/7. It's horrible, and it's something that I think we really need to start sharing in a way that everybody wins. Over the next couple episodes, I mean, again, I might go to nerdy, I might go to personal, different dimension. I want to start sharing my story to maybe hopefully speak to those folks out there that maybe you're shy. Maybe you don't know who you can turn to. Maybe you don't have anybody that you can turn to. Trust me, you are not alone. And I think that's where hopefully maybe I can come in. If you feel you're alone with your chronic pain or your chronic illness or your mental instability, you should not be ashamed of what you have. You should not be ashamed of what you go through. It sucks balls every single day. I guess I want to share so much, but at the same time, I don't want to share too much. And that's where I'm almost contradicting myself in this video, just for the fact that, like, it's almost used as a weapon now. You know, if you have those mental illnesses or the chronic pain or whatever it might be, I've experienced things that when I've shared these experiences or what I've been going through, sometimes it is used against you. And I don't mean that in a derogatory, like, they're out to get you, blah, blah, blah. I mean it in a way that kind of people look at you and they don't understand. I think that's the biggest thing. I've had family, I've had friends, but it goes from not understanding to I'm just gonna kind of like walk away. It's not to be negative, it's not to be woe is me. I can promise you, everybody out there watching, if you have some form of illness or chronic pain or something like that, The last thing we want is a pity party. Can't speak for everybody on the planet, but I can speak to the majority that most of us do not want a pity party. We don't want our violin. If you're asking us how we're doing and we're telling you that we're fine, we are not fine. We are actually probably horrible. But the bottom line is, we don't want to share how we really feel just for the fact that we have enough to deal with. If you haven't taken that time to really learn, to really dive deep into what we go through, which is, hey, let's be real, this is not your responsibility to understand, it's not your responsibility to learn. But the reason we kind of, the infamous I'm fine, whenever we say that we're hurting, or whenever we say that we're in pain, or it's a bad day, or I'm just dealing with my issues, kind of what I was referring to as an attack, instead of the support that you receive, you get the opposite. You get people that deflect, you get people that walk away. It's not okay. It's really not. And frankly, it kind of, I guess I'm putting my foot down finally. From Spot a Nerd to really get this message out and maybe start sharing my stories, so maybe you can start sharing your stories and we can kind of collab all together. My biggest wish is that I wish people would truly start understanding more and just kind of accepting and supporting each other no matter what. The world is a crazy place right now. Just because you support a bag of beans means that you're a racist, or just because you support a Jello means that you're a bigot, or whatever it is. Now add on top of the world problems, add these other issues: mental illness, chronic pain. I myself, it's medications, it's treatment. I've been dealing with my issues for over 10 years now. You know, there's good days and there's bad days. Luckily, I'm very fortunate to, I have health insurance, I'm able to see specialists and doctors, but I just want to demonstrate there can be good out of this. For those of you that experience autoimmune diseases, everything in between, you know, that you are constantly in a battle 24/7, just know that we are here together. And I know that sounds so cliche, like it is crazy cliche how that sounds, but we are the silent majority. In that sense, we know what we go through every single day, and it's time for you to not be embarrassed about it. It's time for you to not be shy about it. And it's time for you to kind of put your foot down and say enough. Stand up and be proud of what you are. You know, whether you have that mental illness and it is impossible for you to get up in the morning just to go about your day, or simply like myself, you know, I can't go for runs anymore. I can barely stand for more than 10 minutes without medications and things like that. It's like, I'm not embarrassed, I'm not ashamed, and there's gonna be people, I'm sure there are already people in your life that are making you feel bad about this. So don't, for the love of God, stop taking this out on you. We have enough to worry about. We have enough struggle and battle to do every single day. We don't need everybody else to basically add to it. So I want to be real when I do these episodes. I want to be real with you. I want to share my story, my experiences with doctors, my experiences with what I go through. Again, throw me some comments. I'd love to know what you're going through. Maybe I can help. Maybe I can just be an ear that you bounce off of. I'd love to learn more. I learn every day with my illnesses. I learn every day with my chronic pain. It's never easy. It never, ever easy. And if anybody ever tells you otherwise, they are full of shit. Excuse my language. So anyway, I'm gonna wrap this video up. I apologize if it's negative, venting, whatever you want to call it. We can do better as a people, as humans. I'm not even talking about the rest of the world right now, because we all know that bullshit. I'm talking about people as individuals who may struggle every single day. And I want you to be proud of yourself too. I'm sure whatever your journey is, whatever you're going through right now, has been a battle. I know it's been a war, and there are days that you win the war. You do get those victories, and I want you to hold on to those. I want you to hold on to the fact that there are people like you, that we share that common interest. You know, we want to be there to help you. We want to do what we can, and above all else, we're here together, and I think that's key. Thank you all so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Please subscribe, Spot of Nerd. Send me your feedback, send me your comments. I want to know what you guys think. Is there any way I can help you if you're going through something really rough? I can promise you, whatever you're going through, I can't tell you that I've gone through the same thing, but I can tell you I probably know what those emotions are like. I know what those physical symptoms are like. I know what those mental symptoms are like, and I want to be able to hopefully maybe just be a voice for you at the end of the day. I'm not looking for woe is me. I'm not looking for, hey, this guy's whatever. I just want to make sure that whatever you're going through, minus regular day to day. We're here for you, and we want to help you. And please don't feel you're alone in this. Trust me, you are not. We will continue this journey, but stay tuned for more Spot of Nerd. With that, thank you so much for watching, y'all, and we'll see you later. San Diego Comic-Con is at home this year. Starts in 2 weeks. So we'll definitely be doing some live streams relating to the panels and stuff like that. I'm very much looking forward to it. Horrifically sad that we obviously can't go to Comic-Con this year, but I'm sure they'll put on a good show online.